We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Down the right sideline. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys come in and get down before the big hit occurs.
Hurts. His throw is going to be incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's third and short. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On second down, it's Vaughn. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Third down and 6. Prescott, he's going to change things up here.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, 180. Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
Prescott from the gun on third. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And here's Rodgers on the return. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had a good drive going their first time out, ended with the interception. The good news is they get kind of a mulligan because we're still at 0-0.
They certainly do, and you notice he spent a lot of time on the phone. And I know he wasn't talking to mom and dad on that when he's talking to the eyes upstairs, talking to the coaching staff. Guaranteed, what did you see? What was I doing? How do we make sure that doesn't happen again in this ball game?
On On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Kill, kill. Hey, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Vaughn on 1st and 10. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Cowboys at 11-1 now on the year. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. Now 2nd and 9.
Here we go, 47. 47. Then we're going to 53.
To throw is Prescott. That's into the hands of Toby. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
That's another Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, kill. Under. Here we go, 46. 20.
Looking to throw. Prescott. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
2nd and 10.
Hey, kill.
Out of the gun, it's a give to Vaughn. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, kill. Here we go, going to 54. Wide in. Hey, 47.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On the option to give to Swift here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okurobuman. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 7-7, our score after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles.
Good.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown. A.J. Brown, 29 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as we get this up to about the 42.
That's good for the Cowboys. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
Here's second and 10. On play action, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Big yardage there on the scramble, and it gets him a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect it with his legs for that first down pickup.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Play action now, Prescott. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down at 7. Up the middle, it's Vaughn. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Vaughn. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And remember, he put one on the ground last week. So the rookie now back-to-back weeks with a fumble lost.
And 0 excuses, but altogether not surprising. Rookie running backs have to adjust to the speed of the NFL. And it's not just in their running. It's the speed of defenders getting to them, how hard and aggressive they are in tackling, them raking at the football. So many things they didn't deal with in college, and that's one of the big adjustments that they have to make. Again, not a surprise, but he's got to figure it out. I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Hey, 73.
Throwing is Hurts. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
No shortage of impressive moments for him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
Fielded at the 20. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Again, a run with Vaughn. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Hey, kill.
Here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Kill.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Now this one into the hands of Vaughn. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Swift going to try up the middle. And he powers his way up past the 30. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
3rd and 12. Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And quickly, they get to the line. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. That is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Now a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott now. That is caught by Lamb. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go 46. Here we go 47.
Now Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. To the air again, Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Deuce Vaughn in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
What a play there by Fletcher Cox to get in and knock him down behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Play fake. Here's Prescott rolling to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here go 46.
Here's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball in his hands.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Prescott looks to throw on first. He finds his man, complete. It's Vaughn. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads, and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Second down and 6 now.
We're going to 53. Hey, we're going to kill.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Prescott now on second down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Hey, 47. We're going to 53.
On third down, it's Prescott. This one swung out to Vaughn. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
A gain of 3.
So now on fourth down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here, as Rodgers will not return it. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back. Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Hurts. That's complete. It's Okuogunam. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Here's a diving catch right side. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was the tight end. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd down. Here's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Elliott is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Still going. 1 man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Point after try forthcoming. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But let's have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. From the 27, Hurts. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
There we go. Kill.
Running behind center with Vaughn. The 20. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. 105 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Deuce Vaughn, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Handoff coming left is Vaughn. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Prescott from the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Flush to his right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
On second down, Swift.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, 73.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 6.
At the 22-yard line.
They run again with Dowdle. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Here's a handoff to Vaughn.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
115 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 34-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
2nd and 9.
They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Vaughn on the handoff.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Prescott to throw it.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.